Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? Hey Shantae, hey Latoy, hey Chic, hey Queen J, hey Gwen, hey Stacy, hey Shay Gray, hey Truly Bliss, hey Vibes, hey Kay, hey Grandma Diva, hey Nisha, Truly Bliss. I don't know if I spoke to you, sis, but hey Good Vibes, hey Jasmine, hey Nurse K, how's everybody doing? Hey Monica. Hey, how you doing? Hola, driving. Okay, sis, be careful. Hey, Elizabeth. I was just watching your last video and paused to come here. Oh, well, thank you, Kay. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Latoy. Hey, Monica. Oh, I spoke to Monica. I'm sorry. Sure to hit the like. Yes, hit the like button for me. Hey, Nadia. Can y'all hear me? Can you put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me? Because I have a different mic set up today. Just let me know if y'all can hear me. Hey, Cece. Hey, Tina. If you guys can put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Okay, good, good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. All right, y'all. Let's get on with this conversation. I ain't gonna keep you guys long. Hey, Shalom. Hey, Delinia. Hey, Miss Pee Wee. Hey, Regina. Thank you, C. Thomas. Hey, Janae. Oh, Lord, that baby still ain't dropped. Oh, my goodness, sis. What we gonna do with you and that baby? Oh, my goodness. Hey, Deandra. Oh my God, you and that baby, sis. I just knew you was gonna have that baby by now. Thank you, Tina. Appreciate that, sis. All right, you guys. We're gonna go ahead and get our conversation started. Thank you guys so much for clicking on the live. Again, you guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please make sure you do so. Also consider joining my membership. I would appreciate it. Mr. Niece was born yesterday, Mr. Oh, my niece. Oh, she was. Congratulations, Auntie. I know, Gwen. Thanks, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, you guys. I know, y'all. Please wish Renee good luck, y'all. Because, honey, she was going through it the other day when we was on live. I was like, ooh, sis. Hey, my mind. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me to go live. I went live the other day. Hey, Weedy. I went live the other day. I don't know where y'all was at. Okay, but we was here. I don't know where y'all was at, but we was here. Ooh, I should have brought me something to drink, y'all. I don't know why I didn't. Well, I got this right here, but it's I don't want that anymore. Oh, Melonia, you did, sis? I know, sis. Hey, Butterfly Kisses. The other day, the link to the members only wasn't working. Oh, it wasn't? Okay. Oh, I don't know. Hey, Living with the Richardsons. Finally, notifications working. Yes, girl. The notifications been like, YouTube been playing. I said, yo, YouTube, you better let my sis know I'm on here. I don't know what y'all doing over there, YouTube. She said, heading to the wine. I'm on my way to the wine. Hey, Love Lies. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Okay, let's get into this conversation. So Jeremy dropped his receipts today, you guys, and I really want to know how you guys are feeling about that video. I don't know. Hey, Anisha. I don't know how many of you guys are watching Keisha, Jeremy, and all that stuff that's going on over there, but y'all, it's definitely some love and hip hop type ish. I'm going to put the link in the chat in just a little bit, you guys. So, I was thinking about something today. So if you've been watching what's been going on, washing dishes and cooking. So I'm listening. Okay, Love Lives, thank you so much for tuning in, sis. So if you have been paying attention to what's going on, here just yesterday, she said, Splash, the Don is real disrespectful. Yeah, well, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. He told how he was feeling. He told he told the truth. He told his truth. Hey Pine. He basically said, I'm a dog catcher. Truth be told. He said, shouty, because if y'all know anything about the A, everybody is a shouty. Even if you tall, you still a shouty. Okay. He said shouty knew that I was in a situation and she pursued me anyway. And I'm thinking to myself, but it was your situation, dog. You should have told sis that you wasn't available. Okay? She couldn't have pursued you if you wasn't out there being pursuable. Okay? Now let's just get that straight. So we're not gonna blame it all on sister girl, okay? Because just as much as she was winking at you, you was winking at her. Okay? He is so disrespectful. Whitney said, I'm so glad I could write in the chat. So y'all make sure. Y'all make sure to tip your host. Okay? Oh, I put the wrong thing. Look. So, hey Clayton Blinn, how you doing, sis? She could have pursued better. I know that's right, girl. You know what? It's just a shame it even resorted to all this. But at the end of the day, when you start out with a messy situation, you're going to get messy results. Now, I understand, Jeremy, you want to see your son. You want to see your son. You want to see your son. Okay? Yep. Yes, I just put it in the chat, sis. Is that Morgan's? Yes, I just put it in the chat. So I know you want to see your son, Jeremy, and okay, you buying him things and you doing this and you doing that. But Jeremy, you should have thought about that when you decided to be in a relationship. You was already in a relationship and you decided to step out of that relationship, regardless of the hall pass or whatever that was. You still did that. It did. All this back and forth, arguing back and forth. You're right. Black and color. Let me put your comment right there, sis. You definitely right. It just made him look a whole lot worse. She said those receipts honestly just made him look even worse. Okay, so he purchased things, but what's the point of any of it if it's sitting at his house and he's saying he can't have it if he comes there? No, I don't think he said that, sis. He said that he's not able to get the stuff to her because she won't respond. Well, she won't respond because she's mad. Now, I don't know if y'all caught this part of his story when he said that he used to date Lily's best friend and sis sidebarred and, backdoor. That's what he said. Backdoor the best friend and started digging on him. I said, well, Jeremy, just like she was aware that was her best friend, you knew that was her best friend too. So why you want her to have all this integrity and you don't have any? You could tell by the verbiage, so it was definitely a planned bashing of Lily, in my opinion. Yes, he said he dated her best friend. Yeah, and I'm assuming the best friend is Hazel. Because he also referenced, he said, y'all shouty, talking about the best friend. She was messing with the married man, and then he cut the story off real quick. So, at this point, what Jeremy has to understand is he created a ticking time bomb. You created this. See, that's the part Jeremy's not. Well, he does understand it because he said he was wrong. Well, then deal with your wrongness. Do what you got to do to make that situation right so all your kids can be a family. Thank you, Destiny. Just do what you got to do. That's right, sir. Stop getting out here windmilling on the internet. Everybody windmilling on the internet. Will y'all stop windmilling on the internet and just do what you got to do is right? Jeremy, if that's the case, put your own self on child support. Because if you put yourself on child support and if you get you an attorney to establish visitation, there's nothing she can do about that. Like, if you're going to do it right, do it right. Getting out here telling your story on the internet is not going to get you visitation with your son, sir. Hey, Humble, thank you. Thank you, Queen. She said, I'm leaving for 5 minutes to go wash some clothes. I know that's right, Sid. That's my thing. That's my only thing. You on here pleading your case to this, but you keep telling us it's none of our business, but yet you keep telling us your business. Sir, which one is? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Let's think about something. So we know. Hold on, let me see what Kay got to say real quick. Lee said he dated her friend during college, and years later she asked the friend if she minded if they kicked it, and the friend said no. And by the way, that friend is not Hazel. Okay, all right. Well, he said best friend, and for all we know is best friend is Hazel. The chick that she refers to in college, she didn't call her best friend. I haven't heard her reference that the friend that she knew in college was best friend. I didn't hear her refer to her as best friend. So I don't know, when he say best friend, the only person I hear Lily references best friend is Hazel. So I'm just watching this stuff. But that's even the thing. I don't know about y'all, but me, I'm not getting ready to date anyone that my friend, I don't care if it was a friend, best friend, I'm not getting ready to date anyone my friends used to date. Now, that's just me. Obviously, everybody's not like me, but I'm just not getting ready to do that, just because it's like, that's weird, Excuse me, y'all. Gotta sneeze. I'm just not going to date somebody my best friend used to date. I'm just not going to do that, Right, it's the girl code. Yeah, you don't, honey, I'm not going to date anybody my sister used to date, my best friend used to date. If I put friend in your title, I'm not dating anybody even if I find out. Now, obviously, if if some situations you just can't avoid, okay? Thank you. Some situations you just can't avoid, but I'm not going to consciously date someone that I know my homegirl, especially when I gotta go ask permission. Since you knew then when you had to ask permission, Kay, if what you're saying is true and if this is what Lily said, since if you got to go ask permission, then you already know you shouldn't be doing it. Jeremy is a pass around bum. Thank you, Pine. All I know is the court don't care about feelings. If there's no past history or proof of abuse of the baby at Keisha's, he's entitled to have the baby where he lives. Exactly. I mean, he is. But my thing is this: if Jeremy, like, instead of getting out here giving your Dear John letters to the internet, sir, get you an attorney and handle it that way. If you really want to see your son and all the pleading and begging and texting back and forth is not persuading her to do it, then you got to go the other route. You already have proof that this is legally your child or biologically your child. Okay, then do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. If money ain't the issue, then you wouldn't care about putting your own self on child support. Because if you do that, that shows that you mean business. Sitting up here preaching on the internet doesn't show you mean business. It just means you like to move your mouth. That's it. Yeah, all these Dear John letters, like, sir, we didn't heard enough. We didn't have more updates on you and Keisha's life than, my God. His whole video was out of line. He tried to put everything in her and chalk his wrong up to being a man. No, he claimed his wrong. He said he was wrong, and he said he should have stopped fooling with her Once he knew him and Keisha was, he said that. He said once him and Keisha connected back together, he should have stopped dealing with her, but his little head didn't allow him to. See, that's what happens when you think with your little head instead of your big head. So he did admit his wrong, but him admitting his wrong doesn't erase the fact, right? That you caused all this confusion. And, you know, even if Keisha is trying to move on past this, I don't know how you could, sis, when the internet is a constant reminder. You know, he basically brought your problems to work. And right, Jeremy said also in his video, you know, Keisha is the one with the most clout. So if it wasn't for Keisha, none of us would be talked about. You right, Jeremy. So that's why you should have known better when you was out here slipping and dipping. You should have knew better. Thank you, Pine. Jeremy was feeling Ashley more than Keisha. I think Jeremy like women. He likes the women. He likes the cute women. Ashley's a cute girl. I don't think Keisha's ugly. Keisha doesn't look like Ashley, but I don't think Keisha is an ugly girl. If he was feeling Ashley so much, why didn't he leave Keisha for her? Jeremy is feeling himself and only himself. Exactly. He liked Ashley because Ashley was letting him like on her. Jeremy gonna like any woman that's allowing them to let him like on them. He can't like Ashley if Ashley wasn't in the business to accept his likeness. Because Keisha is the meal ticket. See, well, that's what happens. That's what happens when you reel him in with your dough, baby. You know, you should have made that man piss and get off the pot. See, when Keisha insinuates that Jeremy brings his own to the table, what she means by that is because she used his likeness in those videos, and obviously, you guys, it was a business partnership for them, also a relationship. But as she was paying Jeremy to be a part of her videos, right? So that's what she means by, but it still says that's still you taking care of him. It's because you are employing him. Yes, sis, he's not employing you. At this point, what I need Keisha to do, I need her to call Diara and Ken, DK for L, since they're right there in Atlanta. Whoever is Diara and Ken's management, sis, I'm going to need you to call them and consult with their management team. Because the one you got, sis, I think you got them off Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, I don't think you got them from a reputable source. I don't know if you got them off of Craigslist. I don't know where you got them from, but you need to reference Diara and Ken. Paris in the building. Hey, Paris, I need you to reference Diara and Ken's management, because even with the situation Ken has out here on the internet, their management team was able to sweep that right up under the rug. For whatever reason, Keisha, you cannot run away from your humiliation. Your management team system is not advising you correctly. I'm going to need you to talk to Diara and see what you can do. She right there in Atlanta, sis. Since everybody in Atlanta know you, surely she knows you. This whole situation's on Keisha and Jeremy for bringing this all the way out. Right. And Jeremy keeps wanting to say in his video today, he said the reason why they were wanting to write this book is because he knew if y'all saw him around the city of Atlanta, because remember, y'all, everybody in Atlanta know who they are. If y'all saw them around the city of Atlanta, and y'all seen him carrying a little boy, y'all would just be like, well, who is that? Well, Jeremy, you do have sisters. Child, why we couldn't just thought that was one of your sister's kids? Now, I'm not saying you was going to lie about the existence of your child. Yes, and if you wanted to let your subscribers know the story that happened behind the scenes, y'all could have just sat down in a Q&A like, what y'all did after the book. Just sat down in the Q&A and tell your story and went on about your business. That's all you had to do. Keisha wanted them kids more than she wanted a healthy relationship. She would have had them kids with anyone. She just got stuck with F-boy. I know that's right, sis. I know that's right. I know that's right. Hey, V-Love. They're not even known in Atlanta. My homegirl lives in Atlanta, and I called her yesterday. She's been living in Atlanta about 13 years, and I asked her, I even sent her pictures. I said, sis, do you know these people? Have you ever ran into them or heard them? She said, child, I don't even know who this is. She didn't know who they were. It was a contract that went wrong. Exactly. Well, at this point, I'm gonna need Jeremy to stop putting out PSAs. Jeremy, we really don't care about the gory details. I mean, I I respect the fact that he felt like he needed to say something, okay? But I don't respect the fact that you're in a position where you even had to say something, because you shouldn't have never even been in this position. Like, you got to learn self-control. And then the whole shorty, I would never be with you. If I was going to be with a woman, it wouldn't be you. Oh, Jeremy, you didn't have to clarify that with us. You could have just told her that off. That could have been a sidebar conversation. You didn't have to let us know that, because we could care less. See, that's what I'm saying. Everybody trying to defame everybody's character when they should just deal with the issue at hand. You guys got a situation where you got 4 kids that are siblings, and at the rate it's going, are not going to be able to be good siblings because of the adults' actions. That's my thing. Keisha told him to clean this stuff up. Well, Keisha should have just let it go. She should have let Jeremy handle it, since the words say go. Once she found out about Ashley and the baby, Keisha wanted to take control, and she should have just let Jeremy handle it. Since Jeremy been handling it, she should have let him continue to handle it, because once she took control, Keisha fucked it up. She did. She really did. Keisha needs a publicist. I'm telling y'all, she needs to contact Diara and Ken and ask who's managing them, okay? And she needs to get with them, because their management is able to sweep their mess right up under the rugs. Keisha, yours, he just keeps yours out here hanging in the wind. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat. If you guys want to come on and say anything, I know a lot of us, because I know in my comment section, y'all be having plenty to say. So I'm going to put the link right there. That's to come on. If you guys want to come on, just click the link. If you don't want to show your face, you can click stop camera, and it'll just show your avatar. Okay. So if you guys have anything you want to say, you could definitely come on. Who said Keisha told Jeremy to clean it up? Like, at this point, it's just people's opinions of that. They think it's happening. We don't even know these people. No, we don't. We definitely don't know these people, but they are. I believe Keisha does tell Jeremy. You could just tell, because as soon as rumors start happening, then here comes Jeremy with a video. Y'all, Jeremy hadn't been on for a week. Soon as they go live, as soon as Lily go live on Paris's channel, then here comes Jeremy with a video. Like, you could just only tell. So we got Miss Nay TV behind stage. We're going to bring her on. Hey, Miss Nay TV.
Hello, can you hear me?
Can you hear me, sis?
Yeah, but it's like breaking up.
I can't hear you.
Shit, hold on. Let me go out here. All right, say something.
Hold on, sis.
Everyone can see. Hello?
Okay.
My connection bad. I can't hear shit.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, go ahead, baby.
Wait, like, it's like breaking up.
You want to go out and come back in?
Yeah.
Okay, go out and come right back in. I'll let you back in.
What the fuck?
Hey, Trey, how are you?
Hi, TMR. How are you? Hi, chat.
What's on your mind tonight, baby?
I was going to say that video that Jeremy did was disgusting. I'm like, no matter how you feel about Ashley, like, you didn't have to present it like that. She never said anything bad about him, and that's why some people was upset with her. To
You're right.
me, she never said anything bad. She never called him a deadbeat. She said you could do more. That was it. So how you get deadbeat out of that? Hit dogs will holler.
Exactly. I think, unfortunately, Hazel's speaking up for Ashley. I
Hmm.
believe her energy is what's fueling Keisha and Jeremy, right? Because you're right. Lily Lily wasn't saying anything bad about him. I think he probably felt like, well, you shouldn't have been on a bandwagon with Hazel. Well, yeah, and you probably shouldn't have been on a bandwagon with Keisha about that book. I mean, it's a tit for tat type
Hmm.
situation now.
Exactly. And then the fact that he showed the receipts, and I'm like, okay, but you're showing stuff from November, baby. It's January.
Well, he says that he goes, and even Ashley said this. She is times where she just blocks him. So for whatever the reasons is. Like I said, it's obviously a lot of animosity towards the two because of how they got into this relationship.
Exactly.
Jeremy should have knew better, and Ashley damn sure should have knew better. I mean, you at this point you can only call it what it is. If Jeremy was a single man, maybe all this wouldn't be going on. But because the influence of this woman that he was still dating, although they said they was on a timeout, he was still going over there. Yeah, he most definitely was. Y'all know he was. Everybody know he was.
Hmm.
He said it. You know. So I think once.
I
Go ahead.
I felt like it was me who he was talking about. I wanted to be his ass. Like he was calling this girl, oh, saying that just like breaking her down, trying to build Keisha up. I'm like, if your woman needs you to break down another woman so that she can feel good about herself, then you might need to get you a new woman because that was disgusting to me. Like, oh, she gonna make sure her kids good, but aren't those your kids too? So don't you want to make sure that your kids are good?
At this point, I think what it is Jeremy. Yeah, we can't expect a lot out of him, and Keisha can't
No.
expect a lot. Lily shouldn't expect. I mean, obviously, she really's not from what she's saying. We can't really expect a lot out of him because this man decided to play two women in the middle. And once he let Ashley know that he was going back to Keisha, he basically said it was up to Ashley to leave him alone. No, it was up to you to leave Ashley alone. You're the one that
Exactly.
was in the relationship, so you're gonna make Ashley to make the decision when it's your relationship and it's you. If you truly wanted to get back with your woman, then you should have kept your penis in your pants and went on back over there with your woman and let Ashley go and be who she needed to be or who she wanted to be. But I just want to know this: all the available men in Atlanta and as nice looking as Ashley is, sis, why did you pick him? That's what I want to know.
That
I mean,
would
I
be the
understand
last
y'all had nice
one.
conversations and blah 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 blah. There's plenty of men with money. Ashley was a dancer, so she was exposed to all different kind of men. I'm just trying to
Yes.
figure out why she wanted to splash the dime. But
And
baby,
I
I
like
thank you. Oh,
Ashley.
go, come on. I'm
I
sorry,
was gonna say the same thing. I like Ashley, but when she kept saying like, "Oh, it was our conversation," I'm like, "Sis, he can barely talk."
girl. Okay, maybe he sounds better off camera. What you think?
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe. All right, sis. I'm gonna see you back in the chat. Okay.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye. Hey, DMC.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes, baby, we can hear you.
Okay, so here's my thing, because I've commented on multiple videos. I'm pretty sure everybody's seen me somewhere everywhere. I done been everywhere. So my biggest thing is this: like, I'm not a Keisha fan or whatever. I ran into her page randomly, like 2 years ago. I want to say something like that. But I think my biggest problem about the whole thing is some people tend to put her on this like dumb ass pedestal, and I have absolutely no understanding as to why. She first of all, she's fucking human. Okay, she took a cheating ass nigga back. Okay, every female in the world or nigga in the world has done that. Preferably to whatever sex you like, they cheated and you took them back. We've all been there.
Right.
Fortunately, we've all been there. You know what I'm saying? But the issue that I think that her and Jeremy and anybody that's on their side is missing is the fact that it's not about her taking him back. It's about her taking him back and then also feeling like, oh my God, but y'all still have to feel bad for me because because this happened. But the thing is, it's like Yeah, it happened. Okay, cool. You went through your shit, but you stay with him. And not only did you stay with him after you found out that Ashley was pregnant, sis, you decided to get pregnant 2, 3 months later. I'm sorry, Joy was due in July, which means you decided to get pregnant at the end of October, November somewhere. I only know that because my daughter's birthday is July 31st.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all knew Ashley was pregnant in August, sis. Why the fuck did you turn around and get pregnant? That makes no sense to me. You don't get to say, "Oh, I'm gonna play the victim role," but I knew what was going on also. And then on one breath, y'all saying y'all was on a break, and then the next breath you saying he was cheating. Sis, which one is it? Because if y'all was on a break, to me, I'm sorry, a break means I can do what the fuck I want to do.
But that's the thing. They were on a break, but they were still acting as a couple on camera.
That's what I'm saying. And we all see that shit all the time on YouTube. Let's not pretend like we don't see that shit all the time. How many people did that before? The Damo and Chrissy situation. They supposedly was dead a whole long time before they came out and was like, "Oh, we done. We've been done this long." And woo, woo, woo. That's YouTube. That's what they do. So for everybody that's trying to make it seem like, "Oh my God, Ashley just should have known because Keisha is on YouTube," and Keisha got 500,000 viewers, subscribers. There's people that
Well,
have millions of subscribers, and it's not necessary to say that Keisha not this big time YouTuber. To some people, she is a big time YouTuber, and I understand that, but she's not somebody that people will really know and see and all that. Like, not as I'm like she not as big as her and Jeremy try to make her be. To me,
Well, my thing is this. Like if you are familiar with Diara and Ken, when they went through their little scandal a few months ago, they really haven't even put up anything on their channel. Like they've been on social media as far as Instagram and Twitter, but as far as YouTube, they kind of have taken a break. Like that's a real break. And I think based off all this mental anguish that Keisha professes that she has, like sis, you were literally gone maybe a week.
right? And I
Like
feel
I
like
don't.
that in itself just didn't make sense because you decided to only really come back because at the end of the day you felt like Ashley was going to say some shit that you didn't want out into the public, which okay, cool. Your situation is yours. Can't nobody tell you how to feel in your situation and all this other stuff. But if you're not saying nothing, the motherfucker can't be like, "Oh, well, Keisha this, well, Keisha that." She can't control shit Jeremy do. She can't control shit he do, he say, and anything else, which is completely fine. And everybody talking about his video. Y'all already know how he is. So I don't understand why nobody shocked. I
I'm
ain't
not.
even watched the video, and
I
I'm not
I
shocked
was.
at all that he said anything disrespectful. But this is the kind of man that she wants.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the way he is on camera is most definitely how he is off camera. Like he
Absolutely
is. Yeah. I don't think
elevated.
it's an
He
act. Yeah.
elevated off camera. That's a
Mhm.
guarantee that he is the exact same person. So it's like when a motherfucker be like, "Oh, well, how can he do for his son when he blocked?" Look how he talk about her though. If this what he's saying on the internet, imagine what the fuck he's saying to her on her phone. So absolutely, he's blocked. He's gonna be
Right.
blocked for a little bit because you know what? You definitely gonna put some respect on my name. I don't give a fuck what you do with your girlfriend and how you talk to your girlfriend and anything else, but you definitely gonna talk to me with some respect. And if you can't do that, yeah, you block. Absolutely.
Yeah. Because my thing is you didn't have all that energy when we was laying up. Okay.
Period.
So all right,
And
baby,
you
I gotta
talking
let you go
about,
because I got people
yeah,
behind you. But I appreciate you so much, sis. Thank
yeah,
you,
definitely.
Miss Nay TV. How you doing, sis?
Hey girl, what's up? How are you?
Fine.
All right, so like basically, so we just like giving our opinion.
Yes.
Okay, so about Jeremy video today, like I feel like like me personally, I want them to say something because literally it's entertainment, you know?
You want
So
who to say something?
I wanted him, Keisha, whoever, Ashley, anybody, say something. Like outsiders looking in, yes, like watching your live, watching Paris live, everybody live, yes, it's entertainment. But I wanted him to say something. No matter what he said, at the end of the day, for me, it's entertainment. I feel like we all kind of got like emotionally attached to the situation.
Yeah,
Because if
because we
not,
all can relate in some way.
yeah, we all can relate. And
Hmm. Exactly.
let me see.
Exactly. How do you
At
feel
this
about the lawsuit that Keisha presented to Paris and Paris Harley and Lily, the cease and desist?
I feel like it's bullshit but at the end of the day, like I'm not there. Like I don't know behind the scenes their situation, so I can't really say how I feel because like Keisha, she got. I'm not taking up for Keisha. Trust me, I'm blocked. She blocked me on Instagram. So
Oh,
like I
everybody
told her
block.
how I
Everybody
felt.
come to my comments say I'm blocked. I'm blocked. I'm
I'm
like,
blocked on
damn.
her Instagram. I'm blessed. I ain't taking up for her, but like I'm just putting it like in my shoes. Like I be trying to be a little YouTuber. Like I be posting videos. I'm in college, like, but in my shoes, if I was to get on the internet every day, which we know she be watching every day, and to see just hateful shit about me every day, like you don't know where somebody mental state is at, and everybody almost agree that she's mentally ill. So it's that's just taunting at somebody. I don't know. Like I wrote in the comments like God is the only person who can judge them. Like honestly, like yes, the situation fucked up. Jeremy, he held it wrong. The blame should be on Jeremy. At the end of the day, period. He should take all the blame. But like, I feel like everybody plays a part in it though. I don't feel like nobody is really innocent. And because even me myself, I'm only 24. Like I still have mistakes. I still have to learn from my mistakes every day. I try to be better every day. So is I don't know. I just feel like the situation is fucked up, but it's real life. Like people actually go through worse shit than that. Like that's not the worst thing that somebody in a relationship dealt with.
I think a lot of people's thoughts and opinions that are being displayed publicly is they're coming from a place of been there, done that, or in some way,
Mm-hmm.
shape, form, or fashion. And I think that's why a lot of people are so passionate. I'm not for the Keisha hate train because I don't hate the girl. She's never done anything personally to me. I hate that she got herself in a situation like that. Why she loves Jeremy, and that's not my, I mean, if that's what you want to do, sis, obviously that's her business. But I just think
Right.
a lot
This.
of women, black women, are looking at Keisha because, she has this platform, this large platform. And unfortunately, a lot of people was looking at that girl like goals. And so to see what's
Yeah.
going on, it disappointed a lot of people.
Yes, and this is my problem with Keisha. Because as you said, like I don't give a fuck. Like that nigga cheat on you 1,000 times. Like I even tell my friends, like, you ain't gonna be ready to leave until you're ready to leave. Can't nobody make you leave. So
Right.
with that being said, my problem with Keisha is like I actually looked up to Keisha. Like I've been following her for a long time. I looked up to her, and through the camera, I felt like she was real. I feel like if you was gonna come up, if y'all want to tell people that he got a son, okay. I feel like that's your time. The first time should have been your real, unapologetic, true self. You should have came out with Jeremy cheated. He did A, B, C, D, and I'm gonna take him back, and I don't give a fuck what nobody think about it. I
Okay.
respect that. Like the lie, like I just don't understand why she lied. And then like the fake accounts, that's just too fake. Like I don't mess with people like that in real life, so I can't mess with you. Like I can't watch it. It's disgusting. So yeah, like Jeremy, he a bum ass nigga, but it's ton of bum ass niggas. He ain't the only
Yes, it
one.
is.
So it's just like shit. Choose your cards right. It's life. You learn, you live, and you learn. As
You're
far as
most
like
definitely right. You're most
as
definitely
far as
right.
like Ashley, and I'm not taking Jeremy's side, but I just like looking at it from multiple different viewpoints. I think he's looking at it as well. Basically, he's technically just trying to say she has no morals. She knew that I was in a relationship, and she still decided to mess with me. Any other woman like myself, I wouldn't deal with a man in a relationship because I like attention and I can't be nobody's sideline. Like I need all your attention. So he's looking at her like she ain't got no morals because she still mess with me, even though it's his fault. Like it don't
Yeah,
matter.
that's the part that threw me off with him. I was like,
Yes,
Jeremy, hold up, hold up, hold up. You got to
cause
have just as many morals as her because
yes,
that was
cause
your relationship, that wasn't hers.
yes. Like I'm trying to understand what you're saying, but at the end of the day, you owe Keisha loyalty. This girl don't owe Keisha shit, no matter how fucked up her morals is. You the one who owe your girl loyalty.
He
You
was,
let her do
yes,
it.
right. He owed
You gave
loyalty
her the
and respect.
opportunity.
Okay, Miss
Yeah,
Nay, I
so
gotta let you go, baby, because I got other people standing behind you. I'm so sorry, but thank you so much, and make sure you come back in the chat with us, okay?
okay, thank you for giving me
Thank
this
you, baby.
opportunity.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye bye. Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. Miss OMS?
Hey, how you doing?
Is it OMS? Yes. Or is it DMS? What is it?
DMS.
DMS. I'm sorry.
How
Kendall,
you
you right
doing?
behind Miss DMS. Go ahead, Miss DMS. Thank you so much for being patient, sis. I appreciate that.
No problem. I just feel incredibly bad for all of the children involved in this situation.
Yeah.
This is why you need to be careful who you have children with, and this is why you need to be careful of when you have children.
Right.
Keisha has always said that she has wanted nothing more than to be a mother.
Hmm.
And she's absolutely 100% entitled to that. But when you pray for the children harder than you pray for the mate that you're bringing them in this world with, you're going to have a problem.
You better speak it.
And I think that she would have had them children with anyone. She was 25. She wanted kids. She didn't care who they were with. She didn't wait on God's timing. She manufactured her own timing. And this is what this is the result.
Hmm.
This is the result.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Jeremy is just like a dirtball, horrible person. I think obviously he's human. He made some bad decisions, right?
Hmm.
And his bad decisions has been exemplified on a public platform. And that's just basically what it is. Like his situation is a lot of men out here. A lot of men make mistakes, it's just his was publicized because he's on this public platform, you know.
But
Now how
even
he's
but
handling the situation, I think is very disrespectful of how he's handling it now.
absolutely. But here's the thing. This, you know, one as a woman, like you know the man that you're dealing with. She know that she was providing. Like he wasn't a provider. He wasn't a protector. He wasn't doing any of those things. For God's sakes, the man gave you a promise ring after two children, and you
Hmm.
birthed him another one,
A
which
promise ring.
which
That
means
means
that
right there he wasn't even
which
sure.
means that he didn't even value you enough from the first two.
Hmm.
Like, where's your common sense, sis? Where's your common sense? And you selfishly had the first two because that was your desire rather than prioritizing the relationship that you would have been bringing your children into.
But that's
And
the
then
unfortunate thing. Sometimes common sense is not so
not
common.
as not common. Then
Hmm.
you go around and have a revenge baby. Now you got three with the F boy father. Now, granted, I'll give Jeremy, and it's not totally coming down on her. You have to hold a man accountable because he is responsible for the woman in his life and protecting her and providing for her, and that includes her feelings, her heart, and all of that, his loyalty, and all of that. That's what should have been his priority. But she knew that that wasn't his character because I'm certain that Lily was not the first, nor is she going to be the last.
Mm-mm.
But you chose the route that you chose anyway. Then you selfishly brought them first two in because it was your desire and that was all you wanted. And then you go and have a revenge baby. And my thought was and I don't wish it on anyone, but when she had the miscarriage, that was her way out. She could have got going then. But no, you intentionally went back and got pregnant, and got pregnant again.
Yeah, because she was hoping for the best.
Right.
She was hoping for the best, and the best wasn't necessarily there for her. As we know, women mature faster than men. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously we felt like at some point, I feel like Keisha was in a mature state as far as branding her businesses, making money for herself, trying to make a name
Yep.
for herself, and Jeremy just came along for the
And
ride.
you know what? I think that was what was most problematic to most of her base, because most of her base was young women who really looked up to her, who looked at her as like a boss chick who was educated from Spelman and doing her thing. And you bring this man and to be honest with you, She talks about how she studied YouTube so much and she started her channel. I honestly think that she wanted the, she says that she always wanted to be a mom, and that's fine. But I honestly think that she wanted to monetize off of having children, turn it into a family channel. Almost, I have my opinions on her, like wanting the life that her, that the BFF Brit has, and you tried to rush it, force it, and manufacture it, and sis, it backfired.
Yeah.
You
Yep. You
know,
were definitely
Eh,
right.
and she, I think that everyone was in her corner, like, yo, you're a boss chick, do your thing. And to just see somewhat of her demise from this dude who has little to no respect for you. And even as a woman, even if that was the situation that I was in, and I made my personal decision to stay, ain't no way my man gonna make a fool of me and talk down on his other woman, because you are a reflection of me.
Exactly.
So how dare you, like, what type of man are you that like, I'd be damned if my man go on any public platform, even have a conversation with someone and talk about another woman like that, much less another mother of your children.
Yeah, at this point, I'm gonna just say this. At this point, Jeremy needs to have a conversation with all parties involved and say, look, let's stop the shenanigans because this is getting way out of control. There are children involved, and we can't erase that fact. Like whatever happened in the past, it already happened. You can't change it. So let's deal with the future and let's move on. At this point, everybody needs to move on. Instead of keep trying to pull receipts and tell stories, move on to the next chapter.
Right.
DMS, thank you so much for coming on. I'm gonna let Kendall talk and then I'm gonna go back into the chat, baby. Thank
No
you so
problem,
much.
sis. You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too, baby. Kendall, thank you so much for being patient, baby.
Thank you. How's everybody doing today?
We doing great, baby. How are you?
I'm doing well. Um, for me, until all of this happened, I wasn't really able to connect with Keisha that much because she always seemed to have like this need to have like this childlike innocence. And as an adult, that seems kind of strange to me. Like when somebody's constantly trying to prove to you that they're a good person. My hands are clean, and I wouldn't do that, and my conscience is clear. Like it makes me think that when somebody constantly says things like that, like you're planning on doing something, but before you do it, you want to have like the court of public opinion to feel like you're a good person, if that makes any sense. Um, for a long time they've talked about like mental illness for Keisha, and I saw a YouTuber who was saying something about she was stalking like a boy that she had a crush on in elementary school and things like that, and the grandmother had to block Keisha. And for me, I just kind of wonder where, as a mother, why I don't know why this behavior wasn't redirected in some type of way. Like what type of role did her mom play to help stop some of this behavior? Because it seems like it carried out through adulthood, because she talked about sitting outside of Ashley's apartment when she found out that she was cheating with Jeremy. And I don't know, she just seems like she has like really obsessive traits, or like she just refused to be an adult. They talked about her crying during OBGYN appointments and when she had to drive on the highway. To me, it just doesn't seem like a mentally stable person. Like, I'm not trying to give her an out for her behavior or anything. It just doesn't seem like she's like totally stable to me.
Well, she did. I know in her documentary that she did, I believe that was 2019, where she talked about some childhood abuse or trauma that she experienced. She
Mm-hmm.
has spoke about that, and I think that could be a contributing factor to some of this, you know, mental instability. Okay, because I'm not going to say mental illness because I can't diagnose her. I'm not a doctor, but
Right.
I definitely can tell that there's something. I noticed the childlike behavior. That's what I noticed watching her videos. It's just the whole childlike behavior and how she always referenced her baptismal. I think she tries to let people think she's so pure and innocent. And
Mm-hmm.
sis, you not that. You're an adult. You didn't did some things that could be considered sinful. You know,
Right.
and I just really feel like at this point, Keisha needs to mind the business that pays her. and that's that channel and her brand, her hair business. Everybody else business, yeah, that don't pay you, sis, so don't mind it.
Right. It kind of
That's
gives
just
me
how I
those
feel.
Michael Jackson and Never Never Land. You know how like he just refused to
Yes,
it,
exactly.
it and just hearing her talk, I don't know, it's something about like just looking at her, she just seems like a shell or something. It's hard for me, it's hard to watch,
Mhm.
like she doesn't want to come into being a woman, like she's going throughout life portraying what she thinks a woman should be, but she
Mhm.
doesn't really want to step into that role fully because she can't be accountable or anything like that. And that's what kind of made me wonder about her mom, because like I don't know if you know Emily B, but she married Fabulous.
Yes.
And like years he cheated on her, beat her, all kinds of things allegedly. But her daughter wound up growing up and being in a similar situation to what she's been in. And so
Mhm.
basically it's kind of like, I don't care what you tell your daughter, monkey see monkey do type of situation. But when it came out that her daughter was being cheated on, and Emily B actually, her, okay, because G Herbo is her daughter's boyfriend. So when it came out that, I guess that her daughter and the ex-girlfriend or whatever were getting into it, Emily B reached out to not only her daughter but to the other woman and was like, "Look, I have experience in this, and I'm trying to, diffuse the situation and talk to you guys and let you know from personal experience, what I think could help." She didn't just sit back like, I just feel like a lot of these moms just sit back like, okay, well, my daughter's getting a check out of it, like I just feel like the parents don't do enough to correct this type of
Mhm.
behavior. I know they're grown,
Mhm.
but
Yeah, it's just you're right. I just feel like it something lacked with her. I don't know. Even if obviously this has to be Keisha, it just seems very odd at her age now that she still has that childlike behavior to me. And
hmm
the way she talks, it's just like she constantly talk 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 talk. Talk. It's like to me it's almost like she's trying to cause a diversion. Like she don't really want people to know what is going on, so she just talk, 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 talk,
right.
talk, talk, talk to try to make you feel like you're missing something, or trying to divert from something. I don't know. It's just very strange. I mean, I think she does have. I think she's smart. As far as when it comes to business sense. Obviously, she's made a name for herself, and she's doing very well at such a young age. I will give her that. Her situation with Jeremy, I'm gonna just be real honest. At this point, I don't really want to keep emphasizing it because it's unfortunate, but it's her situation. And if she doesn't see the error in her ways, because she's the only one that can wake up, and everybody wakes up at different moments. It
hmm
takes everybody has their own tolerance level, and maybe Keisha hasn't reached her tolerance level. Maybe it's going to take for him to mess around with somebody that's truly close to her for her to get it. You know, I don't
hmm
know. As far as her taunting Lily allegedly, because I don't know because I'm not there, right? Um, Obviously that's very childish behavior if you are doing that. Especially, what I keep going back to is before any of this came out, Lily was very hush mouth. Yeah, she already knew who Jeremy was and who his woman was. If Lily
hmm
really wanted to chase clout, she could have jumped out here way before they did. She was very
exactly.
silent. They had to bring her to the internet. Lily didn't bring herself. Other people brought her here, you know?
And that's
And that's what I
what
just keep
surprised
thinking about.
that surprised me with her being so young. Most people Lily's age are clout chasers. They would have loved to come out, So that
Mhm.
kind of stood out with me about Lily. But then Keisha keeps doing this cease and desist type thing with all the YouTubers and things. And my whole thing is, I know you don't want the negative attention, but you have to be accountable for the person that you've allowed in your life and the behavior that you've allowed, and understand that if you keep stopping these people from talking about you, apparently, I mean, eventually you're no longer going to be the buzz. At least right now, you're somewhat of a hot topic. So it's like
Right.
if you feel like you're above being talked about, like they're already petitioning to have her removed from YouTube.
Now, I think that's very unfair. Now, me
It
personally,
is, but I mean,
I don't think she's done anything warranted that. I mean, she just being dumb and naive. That's not warranted. If that's the case, all of YouTube need to go. You know.
Right.
So I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's right. Because again, a lot of this to me personally comes from, maybe some envy and some jealousy, not from the parties involved, but from the spectators, the people watching. Because her coming
Right.
off YouTube, what does that mean? Because there's a whole bunch of uh Ashley's, or not Ashley, excuse me. There's a whole bunch of Keishas out here. They probably just don't have as big as platform as she does, you know, on YouTube. I mean,
And I don't agree with it, but I just feel like with her acting like, oh, it's so much for my mental health, you're just proving them to be right. You see what I'm saying? Like, if they're already saying you're not mentally stable enough to be on YouTube and you're, oh, this is disturbing my mental health, I need to send a cease and desist. It's kind of like you're playing into the narrative that they're creating for her, you know? So,
well, just
you
like
know,
in her video today where she said she wanted to back down the rumor that she's not pregnant. And I was
mhm,
like, Keisha, how's it a rumor, sis? You did a pregnancy test on one of your videos about 2 months ago. You did that.
right.
You put that out. You put the narrative out there. I
I
don't
don't
know.
understand.
But Kendall, I'm gonna let Yolanda talk, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Baby, thank you so much. You was spitting facts in there.
Thank you.
So thank you so much, baby. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Hey Yolanda.
Hey, how you doing?
Fine. Thank you so much for joining. What's on your mind tonight?
I just want to get my 2 penny cents worth.
Well, I'm gonna let you get
um,
5 cents, okay?
this is just sad all around.
Mm.
Um, I'm sorry, I'm getting an echo. I'm sorry. Hold on.
You got to turn your volume down
I'll
on
turn
your
my volume
device.
down.
On
Okay,
your device.
okay. Yeah, that is better. I looked at Jeremy channel today. I said I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, and because I'm a little older, and I was like, when he started talking about the mom like that, I'm like, how can you disrespect the mother of your child? And I just wanted to say, your son can grow older and see clips of this in the back, and actually, they did nothing to you, as far as we can see.
Right.
No, you take yourself to court. You can sit with a mediator before you get into the judge and give the baby the money. I don't see him. I wrote on his channel, actually, I said, since they think they Beyonce and Jay-Z, I said, you could even be there to the birth of your son because you so YouTube famous. But Jay-Z bought the whole flow out. You
Okay.
didn't.
Okay.
So that message was deleted. So I'm just saying, if you want to be out there in the YouTube famous, act like it. Go to court, take yourself to court, set up where you can
Right.
pay a certain amount. You don't ask, and then I also put, you don't go in the Gucci store and say, why this shirt $1,200? What you gonna do with $1,200? You eat, you change your diaper. Okay, underwear. Keisha change your diaper, underwear. You got clothes on. That baby need the same thing. That's why I get emotional with it. Don't treat this baby like that.
And
Whatever,
my thing is,
however,
you know where
Lily
Ashley
gotta make
lives
her
at.
name, make it, girl. And that's why people are drawn to Lily. She carried herself. I showed my daughter this right here, who's a little younger. She carried herself like a Princess Diana, or I ain't saying she perfect. I ain't saying she perfect. But people act like, well, she ought to know, she should have known. This guy could catfish her. We are okay. I know people who've been catfished for years.
Right.
And so don't act like she knew. Oh, she should have known. She should have known.
Yeah, no, it was the onus was always on him. Now, if Lily wanted a non-problematic situation with him, obviously getting in a relationship with somebody that you knew that had something sitting in the wings, that wasn't the best decision making, but you live and you learn, right? At this point, I think the whole confrontation with the child and all this, Jeremy, you need to take your own self downtown. Okay, you not too far from downtown Atlanta. You need to take your own self downtown, put your own self on child support, get you an attorney, get you some visitations, and do it the right way, instead of fighting out here on the YouTube
You're
streets.
right.
I just really feel like, everybody, all of them need a cease and desist. They need to cease and desist each other, you know, and handle their business behind the scenes because there's children involved in this situation. And like you just stated, there's 4 children that years from now can look back and look on all this. And, for Jeremy to downplay Lily but never said anything negative about Keisha was wrong, because you dealing with two women that were obviously are not perfect. Keisha got some wrongs, because if she had all rights, you wouldn't have took her up on that we gonna take a break pass. You would have fought for your woman. You would have fought to stay there in that relationship. You didn't do that. You walked away and started something somewhere else. And then when it was time for you to come back and y'all reunite, you still didn't let that other life go. And that's where you messed up at. You wanted Ashley to be the bigger person and let you go when you was still
Mhm.
holding on too. Yeah, no, it don't work like that. As you can see now, it don't work like that.
So that's my 5 cent. I really love your show. I really appreciate us. We had an event. I'm sorry if I feel emotional, but expressing like I know them. I don't know them personally like that, but I just been through something like that, and I just want to, remember Jeremy stop. Like our mom always about to get on the YouTube and say, everybody just stop
Yeah,
because kids are involved.
yeah. Yeah.
And I
But
love your
those
time.
adults need to realize that we can't realize that for them. They have to realize that. And if they want to keep putting their public personal business out here on a public platform, honey, we gonna be here to catch the tea. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, baby. Thank you so much for coming on. All right, y'all. There was a lot going on, huh? See, I just really feel like everybody that came on today, even the people that are speaking in the comment section, all of us are talking from a place of experience. We're all talking from a place of experience, been there, done that. And it's unfortunate that all this is going on, but it's always a video. This one doing a video, that one, I know Jeremy with his video. And Jeremy called himself trying to be real with us, and he was real to a certain extent. But when he started minimizing Ashley, is where he lost me. Because you should have just told your wrongs and let Ashley speak on her own wrongs. See, that's the problem. You and Keisha was speaking for Ashley, and that's how all this got created. Let that lady speak for herself. Keisha, you speak your mind from your perspective and what you're feeling. Jeremy, you speak your mind from your perspective and what you're feeling, and Lily do the same. Yeah, that's the problem. Everybody's speaking for everybody. And you don't need to do that. You really don't. Yes, Lisa, he was. You don't tell that woman what type of woman would date backdoor her best friend. Well, what type of man accepted a woman who backdoor their best friend? Like Jeremy, that question went both ways, sir. Come on now. You want her to have all the morals and you have none? Like, come on, sir. You got to do better than that. You got to do better than that. All right, you guys, I'm gone. I'm out of here. I thank you so much for clicking on this video. Thank you to each and every person that came by and showed love. Thanks to everybody that gave their thoughts and opinions. Y'all, this was another TMR Live. And once again, I always appreciate when you guys come out, show up, and show out for me. I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys subscribe to this YouTube channel and make sure you join my membership so we can do the exclusive member chat lives. Okay? All right, you guys, I'm gone. I'm out of here. Sub what you love. Bye bye.